Hello, everybody. It is another Tuesday here with me, Eli. So this week's topic is discussing family reactions to coming out and transitioning, and maybe some advice that we have that goes along with that. So what I want to talk about is the difference between initially coming out and starting to take any steps that one might want for physical transition. So I came out, March, like 2 months ago. And my family's reaction, I told my brother first. I have an older brother, and he was really cool about it, super supportive. We're pretty close though, so I was prepared for that. But then I told my parents, so they were nice. They didn't freak out, but they didn't really say much. And then, so I thought that meant it was going to go well. They took coming out well, but all the steps that come after that, they have not done well with. They have yet to call me by my name once in the past 2 months, which is normal, relatively normal. Sometimes it takes people a real long time. And they have obviously not used my pronouns either. When I started to tell them about physical transition things that I wanted to do, like I am 1 week on T today, also 1 week on T. Woo. But when I was like, hey, I want to go on testosterone, I can do this on my own and afford it, but I want to be like a good, friendly kid and let you be involved in my life and know what's going on. But my mom did not respond well to that. She a little bit flipped out. She's a micromanager, so she was like, oh, you need to see this clinician that I know, or physician that I know who knows a counselor, and you should see them for a really long time before you make any decisions. Like, you need extensive counseling before you make a decision like that. And I was like, one, personally, I have had extensive counseling. I've been to a lot of therapy in my life. I have this figured out for, like, the most part, and I am not going to all of a sudden change my mind. And two, even if I did change my mind, one, there's nothing wrong with that. As a piece of advice, a lot of families, when you come out, make you feel like it has to be the be-all, end-all, and I think that's society's like aversion to fluidity. Everybody wants something to be black and white, and so, especially as like a non-binary trans boy, like all my family's very confused on that and thinks that that means like I'm just like in some weird interim phase and I haven't like picked a gender, but I have a gender. It is very valid. They just are not recognizing it. But if you're coming out and then trying to make steps to transition, don't let your family make you feel like you're changing your mind on anything. I know that I told my mom separately, like, hey, I am genderqueer, I'm transmasculine, and then the next conversation was like, hey, I want to go on T, which she didn't take well. And then I also had told her that, like, I'm planning on getting top surgery, and she was like, oh, the facts keep changing. That's not facts changing. I gave her time to process things one by one. You can choose to do it all at once or one by one, whatever your parents or whoever your family is you think will work best for them. But I know that if I told her it all at once, she'd just shut down. So that's a little bit of lack of self-awareness on her part. But basically, my number one advice would be patience. And then my second advice, which is like so barely just below number one, would be it's your transition, your choice, it's your body and your gender. You can choose to do what you need to better yourself and make yourself feel more comfortable in your body. And you have to know that that's not selfish. You know, you're not a bad kid. Like, I'm not a bad son for not including my parents in all of these things. One, like, really my body doesn't affect them. Like, to be honest, like, I know they put it in the world, but now it is my choice to do with it what I want. And if I need to do something to make me mentally safe and like to make me comfortable and feel validated and whole, and it's just better self-care and steps to love myself, then I think everybody should be in favor of that. That seems like the best option. I hope you're safe and well. Coming out is hard, but then taking steps to transition sometimes is a little bit even harder because it makes it very real in the eyes of others. I hope that helped. I hope my experience with taking steps after coming out kind of can give anybody who's coming out what to expect, if you think you have parents that sound kind of like mine, or can be something to relate to for those who are going through it. All right, have a great day.